Hey guys, I hope that you had a great weekend. Today I'm going to talk about pride and boastfulness, something that leaded me into some bad areas in my life. And in the Bible, it talks about this quite often. And you would maybe think that the Bible would use regular people like you and I to talk about what happens when you have pridefulness or boastfulness in your life. And actually instead, and what I think is amazing for God to illustrate is the fact that he uses kings. Out of all people, he uses kings to illustrate what happens when we become prideful and when we become boastful in our lives. There are several kings that are talked about in the Bible that had reigned for many years. King David, King Saul, Solomon, as well as Hezekiah. King Hezekiah is somebody that I would like to focus on, as it's something that I'm currently reading about in the Bible. There's 3 different places that you can read about King Hezekiah in the Bible, and it will tell you about what he went through. His father, who was a king, King Ahaz, was a horrible king, and because of that, King Hezekiah wanted to be a different ruler. And so you read about how he reestablishes faith and becomes somebody who is faithful to the Lord and reestablishes faith of Judah. And in fact, it says that he was one of the most faith-filled kings. The Lord helped him defeat an army. The Lord ends up having 125,000 soldiers killed, and he was given 15 extra years to live his life. You would think of that, because of that, this man would sit there and be grateful. Instead, no, he has people come to his palace and he shows them all of his gold and silver and everything that he has, and he's prideful about it. He's boastful about it. And the prophet of the Lord, Isaiah, comes to him and he tells them what he showed them. And he says, I showed them everything. And because of that, the Lord says that he was going to take his future generation and remove them from Judah. And they got sent to Babylon. And so this is just something that I found crazy, because I'm just like, here our God is illustrating to us, normal, everyday people, not to be prideful, not to be boastful. I know for myself, I will end up storing up stuff in my life and show it off. I'll be somebody that is like, hey, look what I did. And I often talk about my past life in business. And one of my biggest downfalls was my ego, my self-pride. You know, how boastful I was. Oh, I did this. Even though I talk about what led to that, which was me praying about God helping my business become successful.